2025 Bangladesh versus the West Indies, powered by Rocket, co-sponsor Nexus Pay. I'd like to introduce you to our presentation party here today. To my left, Mr. Mohammad Sohail, Executive Vice President and Head, Chattogram Cluster of the Dutch Bangla Bank. Next to him, Mr. Ahsan Iqbal Chaudhry, Director of the Bangladesh Cricket Board and Chairman of the Tournament Committee of the BCB. Next to him, Mr. Mohammad Aminul Islam Bulbul, the Honorable President of the Bangladesh Cricket Board and Chairman of the BPL Governing Council. And next to him, Mr. Asif Akbar, Director, Bangladesh Cricket Board and Chairman of the Age Group Tournament Committee of the BCB. Thank you all for being here with us. Straight away, I'd request Liton Kumar Dash to come across and have a few words, please. Well, Liton, a day which didn't really all go well for Bangladesh. At the toss, you said you'd be reasonably happy batting first and scoring 150, but that seemed not enough straight away.
I think sometimes you can't control some things. When we bat, they have no due. They bowl almost 12 over as a spinner, and when they bowl, the wicket was pretty tough to bat on. When we come to the ball, they have no turn. All the ground was at that moment the due. So they have lucky to bat second. You can't control and you can't judge before the game.
No, of course, you can't judge before the game, but it's just a feeling that you have after looking at the wicket. I mean, Tamim gave you that wonderful start, a brilliant knock. Not enough support from the others.
I'm not saying that Tamim batted really well. I thought it is a decent total in this wicket. If the 40 overs games were the same like wicket, might be a different ball game.
You feel that a couple of drop catches early on could have affected the game?
Yeah, you know, when you, the crucial time, if you drop a couple of catches, it will be hard. And they batted really well. They execute their plan and they hold the tournament, hold the series, they batted and they're bowling really well.
You've had a good run in the recent past with winning a lot of series in the T20 format. This is a wake-up call, I suppose. There must be lessons to be learned from what you've not achieved this time.
Yeah, sometimes when you play before the series, I want to be a tough time, and they give us tough time. So I'm very happy to they give us that challenge. And yeah, still we have to learn something and we have to improve something. We'll learn and we'll come back strongly again.
That's the spirit. That's what all your supporters want, and hope that you have a better future in the remaining games that are coming up soon.
Thanks. Can I say a little bit Bangla?
Absolutely.
Thank you, চিটাগাংয়ের সবাইরে অনেক অনেক ধন্যবাদ। আমাদেরকে এইভাবে সাপোর্ট করে যাবেন। আশার স্বরূপ আমরা পারফরমেন্স দিতে পারি নাই, বাট আশা করতেছি যখনই খেলবো আপনাদের মুখে হাসি ফোটাবো এবং ভালো কিছু দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করব। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Thank you very much. Liton Kumar Das just thanking the Chattogram crowd and saying that even when they're not playing well, the manner in which they supported them, he appreciates that very much. Okay, now we have two awards. First of all, I'll give the Player of the Series award, and this is $2,000 to be handed over by Mr. Asif Akbar. And for his brilliant bowling prowess, it goes to Romario Shepherd, 7 wickets in this Dutch Bangla Bank series. And he had a hat-trick today also. Romario, well done, the smiles. And we'd like to collect that crest and the check for $2,000 and come across and have a few words, please. Well, you seem to be in the thick of things, and today I'm just wondering, a lot of your players, your mates did not realize that you had taken that hat-trick because it covered 2 overs, last ball of the previous over and 2 from the 2 balls on the next over. So how did you feel about it? Did you know you're on target?
No, I didn't know, you know, until they told me that I actually took a hat-trick. Then I actually realized it was a hat-trick. But at that time, I wasn't, you know, trying to celebrate it too much because I know I had 4 more balls remaining in the game. So I want to be clinical as possible in the last over there.
And that is the crucial part, that you can't rest on your laurels, as they say. If you're controlling things, you want to make sure that you end on a high.
Yeah, exactly, because you don't want to give the team momentum going into the next stage of the game. So we saw in the first T20 we got a big over in the last over and actually took momentum going into the halftime. So I know exactly what I need to get done in the last over here actually, and I did it.
Yeah, some youngsters helping you out. I mean, it's such a nice lot to be working with. You must be pretty happy with your teammates.
Yeah, I'm happy. You know, the way they battled today was fantastic. You know, Ruston, the captain of the day, taking control, and also the young Akeem, you know, the way he played, you know, it looked good for the future.
Well done in the series. Best of luck to you for the games that are coming up for you guys.
Yeah,
thank you very much. Thank you, Romario Shepherd. And he's, of course, the player of the series. Right now, a man who had taken over the mantle of captaincy today in place of Shea Hope. He led from the front. The Dutch Bangla Bank player of the match, an award of $1,000 goes to Roston Chase, the captain today. And he's, of course, the player of the series. We'd just like to collect that from Mr. Mohammad Sohail. He led from the front. The Dutch Bangla Bank player of the match, an award of $1,000 goes to Roston Chase. Very impressive, Roston. You know, the mantle of captaincy is never easy to don, but you seem to be very comfortable with it, with your batting. And Akeem must have impressed you, this youngster.
Yes, well, he's a very impressive player. I played with him in the CPL, and this year he's been showing positive signs. That's why he's here. And me and him just had to chat out there just to take it as deep as possible. And he was stroking it well, so I just told him to play his natural game.
Just going back to the Bangladeshi batting innings, must have impressed. Young Tanzid batted very well. And then you kept on chipping away, regular fall of wickets. That was imperative in the manner you went. But were you a little disappointed with some catches that might have been caught on to, hung on to?
Yes, well, we want to be clinical. We actually spoke about our fielding in the last team meeting. We wanted to lift it a bit, but these things do happen. But we were still able to restrict them for a decent total, so we were happy with that.
Yeah, anytime you get a side out, all out in the 20 overs is a great achievement. And then you seem to be pacing your innings very well. I mean, at the end, that flourish, you did it so convincingly. That must be heartening.
Yeah, well, it's a wicket that is hard to start on, but once you get in, it's very easy pace. And I thought that this wicket was the best wicket of the series. The ball wasn't holding and spinning as much, so it was good for stroke play, and that we did.
And West Indies cricket needed an emphatic performance from the team because they've had some middling kind of success in the recent past. All is well for the future, doesn't it?
Well, we lost in the ODIs, and they did beat us at home 3-love, so we didn't want anything less than 3-love, so that was the goal from the beginning. And the guys just came out for the whole series and executed what we asked of them, and it was lovely to be a part of.
Must have been. Well done. Congratulations again. Now, I'd like to request you to go across and pick up that trophy, the Dutch Bangla Bank T20 International Trophy. Thank you for talking to us. And best of luck. Mr. Mohammad Aminul Islam, trophy to Roston Chase. But, of course, I'd like to request you to go across and pick up that trophy. Can bring it over. Mr. Aminul Islam Bulbul, thank you for talking to us. Handing over the trophy. But Shea Hope, of course, the captain from the last two games of Coach Shea. If you would like to come across and bring your team along also to take this prize, well-deserved win, a convincing, very comfortable win by the West Indies in outplaying Bangladesh 3-0. Well done, West Indies. If you would like to come across and bring your team along also.
Yeah, he played a good part. He didn't feature tonight, but Shea Hope, which scored a 55 and now 48, ensured that they had enough runs on the board. So congratulations to West Indies, making a clean sweep for the very first time away from home, winning a series 3-0. Picking up a hat-trick. There were very good batting display from Shepherd. It was a team performance and not relying on any one or two players. Yes, Darren Sammy has produced a great result for West Indies. Shepherd enjoying the moment, and why not? The winning moment. Congratulations. Let's just take you back what the players that performed in this series. Winning moment. Yeah, most runs in this series belongs to Tanzeen Hassan Tamim with 165, striking 140. But he did not get any support from others. That's the reason they struggled in the batting department. Shai Hope played only 2 matches and he got across 100 runs, 101 to be exact. And what about the most wickets? But he did not get any support from others. Yeah, Jason Holder and Romario Shepherd up at 7. All top 3 from West Indies, and then the bottom 2 from Bangladesh. Romario Shepherd also with a hat-trick. Yeah, Jason Holder and Romario Shepherd up at more cricket to come after this series. Bangladesh will take on Ireland. That's the itinerary. 2 test matches. The first one to be played in Sylhet, followed by second one in Mirpur, Dhaka, and then we come back to the Port Phillip Chattogram for 3 T20 international. That's all from us, and have a very good night. First one to be played in Sylhet, followed by second one in Mirpur, Dhaka, and then we come back to the Port Phillip Chattogram for 3 T20 international. That's all from us, and have a very good night.
Five out of the 6 deliveries were hitting the stumps. We spoke at length about that pre-game, didn't we? It's great to see the fight from Pakistan. Been up against it in the last few months. A lot of criticism have come their way. 5 out of the 6 deliveries were hitting the stumps. But they've responded positively in this first half. It's great to see the fight from Pakistan.
There's another phase where the response is quite spectacular. It's in that Tafal Tea Lounge. Cricket fans enjoy Pakistan's very own brand, #1 tea in the country. Yeah, absolutely spot on, JP. It's about the simplicity of the plans. Spectacular. Marry that in with really good execution as well. Cricket fans enjoy. So great turnaround in terms of #1 tea in the power play bowling, and the spinners have also continued. Yeah, spot on, JP. It's about the slip in place now. Plans. Marry that in with really good execution as well. So great turnaround in terms of the power play bowling, and the spinners have also continued.
Ashwell Prince, the batting coach of the Proteas, sharing some advice for the batting pair, Bosch and George Linder, all-rounders in the team. Ashwell Prince, the batting coach, great opportunity for them to spend a little bit of time at the crease. We know how destructive they can be, naturally aggressive players, all-rounders in the team. The situation, well, It's not just about bashing, it's about reading the conditions, understanding who the opposition is. They've been going tight lines, good lengths. They can be. How do you counter it? Naturally aggressive players. The situation, well, it's not just about bashing. It's end of the 11th. South Africa 69 for 6.
কেবলস যে কোনো স্থাপনার বৈদ্যুতিক সংযোগকে রাখে নিরাপদ। এর স্ক্রিন কোটেড ইনসুলেশন সম্পূর্ণ ফায়ার রিটার্ডেন্ট, তাই বিজলি কেবলস নিজেই নিজেকে নেভায়। বিজলি কেবলস
নিরাপদ আজীবন। গ্লিটারের টুইন লেমন ও অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল ফর্মুলা বাসনকে চকচকে জীবাণুমুক্ত করে আমাদের দেয় গ্লিটার গ্যারান্টি। টু গ্লিটার গ্যারান্টি মানে চকচকে বাসন, জীবাণুমুক্ত সারাক্ষণ।
এখন একটি গ্লিটার 500 মিলি ডিশওয়াশিং লিকুইড কিনলে একটি রিফিল পাউচ একদম ফ্রি।
আজীবন গ্লিটারের টুইন লেমন ও অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল বাসনকে চকচকে জীবাণুমুক্ত করে আমাদের দেয় গ্লিটার গ্যারান্টি সহ বিভিন্ন ফ্লেভারে প্রাণ ললিপপ, জুসি জুসি ওয়ার্ড।
এখন একটি গ্লিটার 500 মিলি ডিশওয়াশিং লিকুইড কিনলে একটি রিফিল পাউচ একদম ফ্রি।
প্রাণ ইনস্ট্যান্টি চাইলে যা যখন তখন এখন পাওয়া যাচ্ছে কাশ্মীরি ফ্লেভারে।
নিউ লুক আর ইমপ্রুভ টেস্ট নিয়ে এলো কফি হাউস 3-in-1 মাত্র 10 টাকা।
Yeah, you talk about reading the conditions well. Yes, it's important to keep the stumps in play, but they've used the slow pace deliveries to real good effect. 5 out of the 6 dismissals so far have been to the change of pace. Yeah, you talk about reading the conditions. More importantly, well directed. Yes, it's important to keep the stumps.
You just take the Donovan Ferreira dismissal as an example. The ball before the dismissal was also a change of pace, but there was an adjustment in length. He didn't go away from the plan, it just adjusted the length to make sure that he executed better. And that's been the impressive signs of Pakistan bowling. The ball before the dismissal was also a change of pace.
It now becomes a case of now South Africa assessing what will be a first innings score that they can put on the board and give their bowlers something to bowl at. Start obviously hasn't gone their way. At the moment at 6.18, the projected score is 120. It now becomes a case of now South Africa assessing they can push around the 140. George Linda still out there, played a good hand in that previous game, but he needs support from Start obviously hasn't gone their way. Corbin Bosch and others to follow from the other end. It now becomes a case of now South Africa assessing they can push around the 140. George Linda still out there, played a good hand in the previous game, but he needs support from Start obviously hasn't gone their way. Corbin Bosch and others to follow from the other end. It's time for Inverex again. Pakistan's smartest hatchback EV. Inverex Exio, charge fast and drive smart. Really nice. It's time for Inverex again. And I think Pakistan's for South Africa just knocking the ball around for ones and twos just to build some sort of momentum for the next 3 or 4 overs. Nice. It's time for Inverex again. And I think Pakistan's for South Africa just knocking the ball around for ones and twos just to build some sort of momentum. Best of throws from short fine.
It's always an interesting discussion point when you're in a situation such as this one. South Africa 73 for 6. Uruj, you mentioned about knocking the ball around, building a partnership. But importantly, the question always comes around mindset. How are you addressing the ball? Are you still looking with a positive intent? Your options might be a little bit lower in terms of the risk, but your aggressive mind's always trying to hit the ball to the sweepers. You don't want to dab the ball, and I think that's where batters get themselves into a bit of challenge, and that's a wicket. With a positive intent. Well, we spoke about opportunities for South Africa to build a partnership. Lower in and it's gone to begging again by that man. Fahim Ashraf gets another breakthrough. 7 down now for South Africa. That's where batters get themselves into a bit of challenge, and that's a wicket.
They're marshalling the troops really well. Salman Ali Agha as he calls him in for a chat. But it's been another impeccable bowling performance. One after the other, Pakistan bowlers have been relentless. Once again, a cutter into the surface. The line and the length combination excellent. And that means George Linda's innings tonight will come to a close for 9. South Africa 73 for 7. Pakistan bowlers have been relentless. Once again, a cutter into the surface. The line and the length combination excellent.
চলো অপ্রতিরোধ্য গতিতে বুলডোজার পারলে ঠেকাও।
রাজ বাংলা ব্যাংক সিআরএম এর মাধ্যমে যে কোনো অ্যাকাউন্টে টাকা জমা দিন একদম ফ্রিতে। সিআরএম মেশিনের স্ক্রিনে থাকা কার্ডলেস ডিপোজিটে যান, অ্যাকাউন্ট টাইপ সিলেক্ট করুন, আপনার এনআইডি ও মোবাইল নাম্বার লিখুন। মোবাইলে আসা ওটিপি দিন, 13 সংখ্যার অ্যাকাউন্ট নাম্বার লিখুন। জমাকৃত হিসাবের বিবরণ মিলিয়ে সিআরএম ট্রেতে টাকা রাখুন। টাকার পরিমাণ নিশ্চিত করলেই জমা সম্পূর্ণ হবে। সাথে সাথে মোবাইলে পেয়ে যাবেন কনফার্মেশন এসএমএস। মোবাইলে আসা ওটিপি রাজ বাংলা ব্যাংক, আপনার বিশ্বস্ত সহযোগী। জমাকৃত হিসাবের বিবরণ মিলিয়ে
দেয়ালে দাগ নিয়ে নো টেনশন, থাকলে রেইনবো অ্যাক্রোপ্লাস্ট ইমার্শন। রেইনবো পেইন্টস, দ্য কালার অফ জয়।
পাওয়া যাচ্ছে রেইনবো পেইন্টসের শোরুমে। অনলাইনে অর্ডার করুন অথবা .com-এ।
গ্লিটারের টুইন লেমন ও অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল ফর্মুলা বাসনকে চকচকে জীবাণুমুক্ত করে আমাদের দেয় গ্লিটার গ্যারান্টি।
নো টেনশন, থাকলে রেইনবো অ্যাক্রোপ্লাস্ট ইমার্শন। রেইনবো পেইন্টস, দ্য কালার অফ জয়।
Excellent. With pace on and very well directed short delivery to close another successful over route from Fahim. He has 3, still has another one in his spell. 12 overs done. South Africa 73 for 7. Excellent. With pace on and very well directed short delivery to close another successful over route from Fahim. He has 3, still has another one in his spell.
6 out of the 7 deliveries have been a change of pace by Pakistan. And South Africa have unfortunately not come up with options that have been successful. Tails up. Fans are really enjoying this performance. Smiles all around, and why not from Pakistan in the pound seats. And South Africa have
All 7 wickets to pace tonight.
that have been successful. Tails up. Fans are really enjoying this performance. Smiles all around.
Abrar
Why not
got
from Pakistan
dealt with some of
in the
Brevis's
pound seats.
sixes. Nawaz also hasn't picked up a wicket yet tonight, bowling with the slips with the pressures on. Salman Ali Agha will hope his bowlers can quickly close this innings out. Dealt with some of Brevis's sixes. A little bit of turn as well. Slightly slow through the air. Nawaz hasn't picked up a wicket yet tonight, bowling with the slips with the pressures on.
Yeah, he's been really consistent, hasn't he? He's backed up the seamers. They've been the dominant impact force in the game so far. But he's certainly done a handy job. As Mohammad Nawaz coming off a really spectacular performance of ball in hand, hasn't he? In the first T20I. They've been the dominant impact force in the
At
game
3
so
for
far.
26, his best
He's
figures at
certainly
home
done a handy job.
in that previous game.
As Mohammad Nawaz coming off a really spectacular performance of ball in hand, hasn't he? In the first T20I. They've been dominant impact force in the
At 3 for 26, his best figures at home in that previous game. It's piling up the dot deliveries now, just the one of the first 4. Problem also becomes for the tail ender, how long can they hang in there for, or are they even looking to hang in there? You just feel the big shot is round the corner. It's piling up the dot deliveries now, just the one of the first 4. Problem also becomes for the tail ender, how long will pick up one there for, or are they even looking to Andre Berger off the mark. You just feel the big shot is time for KFC, the official food partner. Will pick up one. Andre Berger off the mark. It's time for KFC, the official food partner. Another good over. Down to long off for 1. Nawaz has bowled another good
আর ইমপ্রুভ টেস্ট নিয়ে এলো কফি হাউস 3-in-1 মাত্র 10 টাকা।
another good over.
রাজ বাংলা ব্যাংক সিআরএম এর মাধ্যমে যে কোনো অ্যাকাউন্টে টাকা জমা দিন একদম ফ্রিতে। সিআরএম মেশিনের স্ক্রিনে থাকা কার্ডলেস ডিপোজিটে যান, অ্যাকাউন্ট টাইপ সিলেক্ট করুন, আপনার এনআইডি ও মোবাইল নাম্বার লিখুন। রাজ বাংলা ব্যাংক সিআরএম এর মোবাইলে আসা ওটিপি দিন। 13 সংখ্যার অ্যাকাউন্ট নাম্বার লিখুন। জমাকৃত হিসাবের বিবরণ মিলিয়ে সিআরএম ট্রেতে টাকা রাখুন। টাকার পরিমাণ নিশ্চিত করলে জমা সম্পূর্ণ হবে। সাথে সাথে মোবাইলে পেয়ে যাবেন কনফার্মেশন এসএমএস। আসা ওটিপি ডাচ বাংলা ব্যাংক আপনার বিশ্বস্ত সহযোগী। জমাকৃত হিসাবের বিবরণ মিলিয়ে
প্রাণ ইনস্ট্যান্ট টি, চাইলে চা যখন তখন, এখন পাওয়া যাচ্ছে কাশ্মীরি ফ্লেভারে।
ডাচ বাংলা ব্যাংক আপনার বিশ্বস্ত সহযোগী।
The figures say he has one. He could have very easily had two. Had Matthew Gretzky put down or not.
এখন পাওয়া যাচ্ছে কাশ্মীরি ফ্লেভারে।
It was by Salman Mirza, who came around the other end and picked him up himself to bag three wickets tonight. He also has one more over. Had Matthew Gretzky put down on Rashid Riaz sticks his left hand out. That will have to be re-bowled and will also be a free hit. Marginally overstepping Naseem Shah. Himself to bag three wickets tonight. He also has one more over. Puts it away with some force to the free hit. Goes to the boundary. Naseem Shah.
It's been an option that Pakistan have used successfully up until this point.
Puts it away with
But
some
with
force.
the fact that it's a free hit, Coben Bosch has the ability to release the handbrake, and he does so beautifully. Cracks it to the boundary for a welcome fall. Used successfully up until this point.
Puts it away
But with the fact that it's a free hit, Coben Bosch has the ability to release the
This seems that sort of surface a little bit tacky, so the slow one just holds up marginally. Also why Pakistan have employed so much of those slow deliveries and have picked up 6 out of the 7, like you just said, in terms of wickets off the change of pace deliveries. The other thing they've turned around really nicely is the number of extras. They bowled 10 wides and a no ball in that previous game. Don't want to jinx it far too early, but just the one wide and the one no ball tonight. In terms of wickets off the change of pace deliveries. So they've come around and checked all bases so far. And a no ball in that previous game. Don't want to jinx it far too early, but just the one wide and the one no ball tonight. At the moment, just looking to tuck it around for ones. South Africa hoping that Pakistan can maybe leak a few bad deliveries. If possible, they can pick up boundaries on. Hamdard Pakistan now introducing 12 new recipe mixes. At the moment, just looking, making moments flavorful. South Africa hoping that Pakistan can maybe leak a few bad deliveries. If possible, they can pick up boundaries on. Hamdard Pakistan now introducing 12 new recipe mixes. At the moment, just looking, making moments flavorful. That's another one. Far too easy so far tonight for Pakistan. Naseem Shah has 2, South Africa 8 down. Pakistan now introducing 12 new recipe mixes. At the moment, just looking, making moments flavorful.
Oh, an extremely polished performance thus far by the seamers of the Pakistani bowlers.
For Pakistan, Naseem Shah has 2, South Africa 8 down.
We spoke earlier about the slow ball being the great option, but gets the wicket with a straight-up delivery this time around. Coben Bosch, he goes for 11. Extremely polished performance thus far by the seamers of the Pakistani bowlers.
Rich cream আর smooth chocolate Morano Divino luxury in taste.
ডাচ বাংলা ব্যাংক সিআরএম এর মাধ্যমে যে কোনো অ্যাকাউন্টে টাকা জমা দিন একদম ফ্রিতে। সিআরএম মেশিনের স্ক্রিনে থাকা কার্ডলেস ডিপোজিটে যান, অ্যাকাউন্ট টাইপ সিলেক্ট করুন, আপনার এনআইডি ও মোবাইল নাম্বার লিখুন। মোবাইলে আসা ওটিপি দিন, 13 সংখ্যার অ্যাকাউন্ট নাম্বার লিখুন। জমাকৃত হিসাবের বিবরণ মিলিয়ে সিআরএম ট্রেতে টাকা রাখুন। টাকার পরিমাণ নিশ্চিত করলে জমা সম্পূর্ণ হবে। সাথে সাথে মোবাইলে পেয়ে যাবেন কনফার্মেশন এসএমএস। মোবাইলে আসা ওটিপি ডাচ বাংলা ব্যাংক আপনার বিশ্বস্ত সহযোগী। জমাকৃত হিসাবের বিবরণ মিলিয়ে
নিউ লুক আর ইমপ্রুভ টেস্ট নিয়ে এলো কফি হাউস 3-in-1 মাত্র 10 টাকা।
সাথে সাথে মোবাইলে পেয়ে যাবেন কনফার্মেশন এসএমএস।
A rare wide delivery. They're really good from Naseem Shah. Hammers down that length and And a faint tickle through to the keeper to pick up Corbin Bosch. This time pace on. Simple take from Osman Khan behind the stumps. They're really good and the good work from Pakistan, and the bowling contingent continues. Through to the keeper. All 8 wickets to seam now. This time pace on. Wrapped in the front, finger goes up as well. Behind the stumps. South Africa 9 down, Naseem has 3. But Bartman has other ideas. Let's have a look. 8 wickets to seam now. This time pace on. Wrapped in the front.
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is out. I have checked. Field is a fair delivery. Front arm spin win, please. TV umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. On-field decision is out. Stand by. Field is a fair delivery. Front arm spin win, please. Ball close to the bat, confirm it from upright, please. Stand by. Let's keep rolling. I can see gap between bat and ball, satisfied, no back involved. Ball tracking when you're ready, please. Let's keep rolling. I can see gap between bat and ball, satisfied, no back involved. Original decision is out. Pitching got shot off. Impacted line. Wicket missing. Rashid, change your original out decision to not out. Stand by. Let's keep rolling. You on camera, make a signal.
Yeah, Rashid Riaz will have to overturn his decision. Excellent from Bartman. Saved on height. Good review, which means South Africa still have 2 wickets left. Have another 6.1 overs to battle out. Overturn his decision. Excellent. JP Duminy next to me called it absolutely spot on. Good review, which means one is share of bet as well with the others in the com box. Have another 6.1 overs to battle out. Yeah, fancy football. Next maybe not Usman. Leaks one to end the. One is share of bet as well with the others in the com box.
চলো অপ্রতিরোধ্য গতিতে বুলডোজার পারলে ঠেকাও
ডাচ বাংলা ব্যাংক সিআরএম এর মাধ্যমে যে কোনো অ্যাকাউন্টে টাকা জমা দিন একদম ফ্রি সিআরএম মেশিনের স্ক্রিনে থাকা কার্ডলেস ডিপোজিটে যান অ্যাকাউন্ট টাইপ সিলেক্ট করুন আপনার এনআইডি ও মোবাইল নাম্বার লিখুন মোবাইলে আসা ওটিপি দিন 13 সংখ্যার অ্যাকাউন্ট নাম্বার লিখুন জমাকৃত হিসাবের বিবরণ মিলিয়ে সিআরএম ট্রেতে টাকা রাখুন টাকার পরিমাণ নিশ্চিত করলেই জমা সম্পূর্ণ হবে সাথে সাথে মোবাইলে পেয়ে যাবেন কনফার্মেশন এসএমএস মোবাইলে আসা ওটিপি ডাচ বাংলা ব্যাংক আপনার বিশ্বস্ত সহযোগী জমাকৃত হিসাবের বিবরণ মিলিয়ে
গ্লিটারের টুইন লেমন ও অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল ফর্মুলা বাসনকে চকচকে জীবাণুমুক্ত করে আমাদের দেয় গ্লিটার গ্যারান্টি। তো গ্লিটার গ্যারান্টি মানে
Oh, he's taken it. Oh, just put down. Felt like he'd reached that one.
গ্লিটারের টুইন লেমন ও
Babar Azam just giving him a bit of a demo. Once again in the air. Felt like it made the distance to Abrar. Oh, he's taken it. Oh, just put down. Felt like he definitely got a hand to it. Babar Azam just giving him a Bartman now throwing the kitchen sink at everything. Once again in the air. Felt like it made the distance to Abrar.
We're just having a conversation here, Ruj, about what could South Africa get to at this point. You're certainly in favour of the 2 wickets. I'm not.
Bartman now throwing the kitchen sink at everything. Reasons to that very clear.
We're just having a conversation here, Ruj, about
Yeah, just feel with Abrar now varying his pace, bowling very slow in between. Look for the one that he fires through. As he continued to loop one for Bartman to hit it straight up in the air. Oh, I just feel does just that. Very close to the off stump. Bowling very slow. Has 4 dots in a row now. Look for the one that he fires through.
Yeah, if ever there's an opportunity, particularly for a tail ender to get some runs, is to get it above the eye line.
He does just that.
And
very close to the
one thing, Bartman,
very slow. That's 4 dots in a row now.
he's certainly throwing the kitchen sink, one down, too long off. And if ever there's an opportunity, particularly for a tailor,
Now Pakistan's seamers
is to get it above the eye line.
have picked up 9 wickets twice
One thing, Bartman,
in T20 international cricket versus South Africa, Centurion 2021 versus India in New York in that T20 World Cup in 2024. Seamers, they've never picked up 10 international wickets in T20Is. At the moment they're at 8. Versus South Africa, Centurion 2021. Abrar doesn't spoil that party in this over. 86 for 8.
আর এপ্রো ফ্রেশ নিয়ে এলো কফি হাউস 3-in-1 মাত্র 10 টাকা।
বাংলা ব্যাংক সিআরএম এর মাধ্যমে যে কোনো অ্যাকাউন্টে টাকা জমা দিন একদম ফ্রিতে। সিআরএম মেশিনের স্ক্রিনে থাকা কার্ডলেস ডিপোজিটে যান, অ্যাকাউন্ট টাইপ সিলেক্ট করুন, আপনার এনআইডি ও মোবাইল নাম্বার লিখুন। মোবাইলে আসা ওটিপি দিন, 13 সংখ্যার অ্যাকাউন্ট নাম্বার লিখুন, জমাকৃত হিসাবের বিবরণ মিলিয়ে সিআরএম পেতে টাকা রাখুন। টাকার পরিমাণ নিশ্চিত করলে জমা সম্পূর্ণ হবে। সাথে সাথে মোবাইলে পেয়ে যাবেন কনফার্মেশন এসএমএস। মোবাইলে আসা ওটিপি ডাচ বাংলা ব্যাংক, আপনার বিশ্বস্ত সহযোগী। জমাকৃত হিসাবের বিবরণ মিলিয়ে
বিজলি কেবলস যে কোনো স্থাপনার বৈদ্যুতিক সংযোগকে রাখে নিরাপদ। এর স্কিন কোটেড ইনসুলেশন সম্পূর্ণ ফায়ার রিটার্ডেন্ট, তাই বিজলি কেবলস নিজেই নিজেকে নেভায়। বিজলি কেবলস
নিরাপদ আজীবন।
And another 40 runs, they'll feel they've afforded themselves an opportunity.
বিজলি কেবলস যে কোনো স্থাপনার
But this has been an excellent display of fast bowling. Many would have criticised them for the way they've started in the first T20 international. But this evening, they've been absolutely brilliant. Tactics, plans, and most importantly, Rami's execution of those plans. Many would have criticised them for the way they've started in the first T20
How the
international.
tide has turned so quickly within a space of what, about a couple of days. And from learning point of view, I think Pakistan have done magnificently well, because they were completely
How the tide has
short on
so quickly.
bowling intellects. Batting was all over the place. And a young South African team, in terms of experience, showed them the way. And so they put it right immediately now, which is great news.
Yeah, just the comparison from the other night. Mirza, just that operating speed has been, we talk about a yard quicker than say in South Africa, but also his sword, his skiddy. One thing that we've been crying out for so often is to bring those stumps into play. He's been an excellent exponent of this surface this evening. Operating speed has been, we talk about a yard quicker than say in South Africa, and also his sword, his skiddy. Yeah, a lot of credit has to go to this Pakistan seam outfit. The way they've summed up conditions. First T20 international, they've gone with the slower ball option. This evening they've gone to the quick cut into the surface. Yeah, a lot of credit has to go to proven to be successful. Well, from a South African perspective, they know they're not out of this contact as yet. First T20 international, they've gone with the slower ball option. This evening they've gone
And look at the variations in length also, and control to go with those variations. The Yorker attempted, slow deliveries have worked wonderfully well. The sleight of hand to go with good bowling mentality.
Yeah, I must say, Ramis, I've been really impressed with Mirza.
Look at the variations.
Talk about his natural variation, his sword, his skiddy. This time round, he's coming around the wicket to change up the angle to the right-hander. But in an opening spell, very often as a batter, you're trying to line the bowler up. He hasn't afforded any of these South African batters that opportunity. His natural variation, his sword, his skiddy.
Inside edge, they'll run away to the fence.
To change up the angle to the right-hander. But in an opening spell,
even the crumbs will work for South Africa. Inside edge didn't look too happy playing at that one, but it works well to the fence.
Yeah, it's definitely been rust for pace. But again, it's an angle coming back in at the stumps.
Even the crumbs will work
Fortune
for
runs for South Africa, but it'll take them whichever way they come right now.
Playing at that one, but it works well to the fence.
Yeah, it's definitely been rust for pace. But again, it's an angle coming back in at the stumps. Fortune runs for South Africa, but they'll take them whichever way they come right now.
A lot of people in, and obviously there is chance of a Vigotel selfie moment. Happy faces, Pakistan bossing the contest. The other great ability of Mirza is that he can bowl over and round the stumps. There is chance of a Vigotel selfie moment. Happy faces, good crowd. They poured in numbers. Bossing the contest. And are having a great time of it. The other great ability of Mirza is that he can bowl over and round the stumps. Very impressive stuff from Mirza. 4 overs, 3 for 14.
টুইন লেমন ও অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল ফর্মুলা বাসনকে চকচকে জীবাণুমুক্ত করে আমাদের দেয় গ্লিটার গ্যারান্টি। তো গ্লিটার গ্যারান্টি মানে চকচকে বাসন জীবাণুমুক্ত সারাক্ষণ।
এখন একটি গ্লিটার 500 মিলি ডিশওয়াশিং লিকুইড কিনলে একটি রিফিল পাউচ একদম ফ্রি। রেইনবো ওয়েদার কেয়ারে আল্ট্রাভায়োলেট প্রোটেকশন থাকায় রোদ, বৃষ্টি ও তাপে দেয়ালের রং মলিন হয় না। রেইনবো পেইন্টস, দ্য কালার অফ জয়।
প্রাণ ইনস্ট্যান্ট টি, চাইলে চা যখন তখন। এখন পাওয়া যাচ্ছে কাশ্মীরি ফ্লেভারে।
নিউ লুক আর ইমপ্রুভ টেস্ট নিয়ে এলো কফি হাউস 3-in-1 মাত্র 10 টাকা।
A lot of those balls being dragged onto the stumps, but it's understanding your conditions and what's going to make you effective. I'm going to highlight again from a Pakistan team perspective, they had to make the play. Of course, the captain winning the toss, but there was just an energy about them this evening, Ramis. The stumps, but it's understanding your conditions and what's going to make you effective.
Bowling has never been shot in talent, but it's just the execution bit that can go haywire at times. You've been the bowling coach a couple of years back, Vern. How did you find them under pressure or when they were on song? How good were they?
Yeah, I think talent abundance, Ramis. I think from natural bowling ability, they have that. It's about formulating plans that's going to make you effective. And that is what's so pleasing to see from Mirza's point of view this evening. It's understanding his skill set, but of course you need to implement your skill set and execute it to a certain plan. They have that. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's going to make you effective. And that is what's so pleasing to see from Mirza's point of view this evening.
It's about surviving right till the 20th. And so probably they can then have a figure-free moment.
Absolutely brilliant.
Your ultimate insurance partner, download Figure Free app now. It's about surviving right till the 20th. And so probably they can then have a figure-free moment.
From a personal perspective, perhaps a little bit disappointed at where Shaheen Shahafree's game is at. Because I think he's the one bowler that really set the tone in the 21 World Cup. But he's got a wonderful ability of really setting the tone for your team up front. From a personal perspective, the last sort of probably 18 months, 12 months, he's just lost his way. Pace is down. I think he's the one control is down. Set the tone in the 21 World Cup. But again, he's a wonderful bowler if he can get it right on the day. Really setting the tone for your team up front. From a personal perspective, the last sort of disappointment. At the end of 7.
নিউ লুক আর ইমপ্রুভ টেস্ট নিয়ে এলো কফি হাউস 3-in-1 মাত্র 10 টাকা।
ডাচ বাংলা ব্যাংক সিআরএম এর মাধ্যমে যে কোনো অ্যাকাউন্টে টাকা জমা দিন একদম ফ্রিতে। সিআরএম মেশিনের স্ক্রিনে থাকা কার্ডলেস ডিপোজিটে যান, অ্যাকাউন্ট টাইপ সিলেক্ট করুন, আপনার এনআইডি ও মোবাইল নাম্বার লিখুন।
মাত্র 10 টাকা।
মোবাইলে আসা ওটিপি দিন, 13 সংখ্যার অ্যাকাউন্ট নাম্বার লিখুন, জমাকৃত হিসাবের বিবরণ মিলিয়ে সিআরএম ট্রিতে টাকা রাখুন। টাকার পরিমাণ নিশ্চিত করলেই জমা সম্পূর্ণ হবে। সাথে সাথে মোবাইলে পেয়ে যাবেন কনফার্মেশন এসএমএস। মোবাইলে আসা ওটিপি দিন। ডাচ বাংলা ব্যাংক, আপনার বিশ্বস্ত সহযোগী। জমাকৃত হিসাবের বিবরণ মিলিয়ে সিআরএম ট্রিতে টাকা রাখুন। টাকার পরিমাণ নিশ্চিত করলেই জমা সম্পূর্ণ।
And I suppose we talk about coaching, Ramis. I think one of the biggest points is also to understand the player behind, the actual skill set that he's going to have to go and deliver out in the middle. Very often we all come to a cricket ground with different set of issues, but it's understanding that player and what's going to make him tick on the day. How do you get the best out of him? Biggest points is also to understand. And that was of paramount importance And you entrusted me with the job of looking after a young set of bowlers at the time. Mohammad Wasim Jr. Tell you what, I mean, just those names. There's another bowler that I've watched in the PSL, Isanullah. Where is he?
He's sadly injured. I think he's on the road to recovery, but clearly not international match fit.
Those names. There's another bowler that I've watched in the PSL, Isanullah.
I think the biggest thing for somebody like Shaheen Shah Afridi is to wait on the bench, and that can hurt your ego quite dramatically. So you've got to have that kind of temperament also, and realize that, you know, it is a fickle game. It's a tough game. I think the biggest thing for you can be grounded very quickly. Some will take off after such an experience. Some can go down further. So all he has to do is to make sure that he maintains that balance where he doesn't take this thing too hard and learn from this experience somehow. You can be grounded very quickly.
Yeah, I think just to your point, very often as a player you can become entitled to your position in the team, don't you? But when you have youngsters stepping up and putting pressure on you by performing or outperforming you, very often it leads to you coming back a better player. Very often, and I certainly hope it's the case with Shaheen Shah Afridi, don't you? When you have youngsters stepping up and putting pressure on you by performing,
tend to become more resolute.
Very often it leads to
There's more resolve in your makeup.
And I certainly hope it's the case with Shaheen Shah Afridi.
And so the chances are that he'll make a strong comeback. You tend to become more resolute. There's more resolve in your makeup. Pakistan needed this massive breakthrough with the ball. Make a strong comeback. It's a house full. They're under the cosh. Lose today, lose the series. And that moment can absolutely derail you if you overanalyze, start thinking about defeat. What if we lose? What if we don't score? What if we don't pick up wickets? That can absolutely destroy you mentally. Lose today, lose the series. Just that they've attacked the stumps so much and so many times, it's quite remarkable, the change. 100 comes up for South Africa. How many can they get in the last few? This 20, 30?
Yeah, I think they'll definitely be happy with 30 at this moment. So it will definitely give them a chance. I don't think it's the easiest of surfaces in South Africa. Like they were saying in the interview earlier with Kurban Boss, was they've learned a lot from Pakistan operating bowling first on that surface. 30 at this moment. And they've taken a lot out of the leaflet of this Pakistan bowling unit at the moment, which has been brilliant. Kurban Boss was well, at the end of 18, it's going to be 100 for 8.
গ্লিটারের টুইন লেমন ও অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল ফর্মুলা বাসনকে চকচকে জীবাণুমুক্ত করে আমাদের দেয় গ্লিটার গ্যারান্টি। তো গ্লিটার গ্যারান্টি মানে চকচকে বাসন জীবাণুমুক্ত সারাক্ষণ।
এখন একটি গ্লিটার 500 মিলি ডিশওয়াশিং লিকুইড কিনলে একটি রিফিল পাউচ একদম ফ্রি। চলো অপ্রতিরোধ্য গতিতে বুলডোজার পারলে ঠেকাও। বিজলি কেবলস যে কোনো স্থাপনার বৈদ্যুতিক সংযোগকে রাখে নিরাপদ। এর স্ক্রিন কোটেড ইনসুলেশন সম্পূর্ণ ফায়ার রিটার্ডেন্ট, তাই বিজলি কেবলস নিজেই নিজেকে নেভায়। বিজলি কেবলস
নিরাপদ আজীবন।
বিজলি কেবলস যে কোনো
in the slot, but didn't come off the middle of the blade. Call is for 2. I think the deep fielder didn't realize that they were coming back for 2. Sharp second one without the bat in his hand. In the slot, but
yeah, great awareness from Nandri Berger.
Call is for 2. I think the
tell you what, he didn't pick that at all, but
didn't realize that they were coming back.
I think his inside edge made sure he went into that deep square region. Excellent running. Yeah, teapot stance from Abrar. Not happy at all. Tell you what, he didn't pick that at all, but I think his inside edge made sure he went into that deep
yes,
region.
Beautifully done. The wronger not picked by the left-hander.
Teapot stance from Abrar. Not happy at all.
So Abrar is amongst the wickets as well. 1 for 89, 3.2 undone by a beautiful delivery.
Yeah, And this is when you have mystery spin against the tail-enders. This time round, he's opted for the Karen ball, straightened, and beaten Nandruberger, all ends up. Well, South Africa, they lose their ninth, 102 on the score.
Look, our improved case নিয়ে এলো কফি হাউস 3-in-1 মাত্র 10 টাকা।
This time round, he's opted for the Karen ball, straightened.
Rich cream, our smooth chocolate Morano, Divino, luxury in taste.
প্রাণ ইনস্ট্যান্ট টি চাইলে চা যখন তখন এখন পাওয়া যাচ্ছে কাশ্মীরি ফ্লেভারে।
ছুটে চলো অপ্রতিরোধ্য গতিতে, বুলডোজার পারলে ঠেকাও। বিজলি কেবলস যে কোনো স্থাপনার বৈদ্যুতিক সংযোগকে রাখে নিরাপদ। এর স্কিন কোটেড ইনসুলেশন সম্পূর্ণ ফায়ার রিটার্ডেন্ট, তাই বিজলি কেবলস নিজেই নিজেকে নেভায়। বিজলি কেবলস
নিরাপদ আজীবন। গ্লিটারের টুইন লেমন ও অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল ফর্মুলা বাসনকে চকচকে জীবাণুমুক্ত করে আমাদের দেয় গ্লিটার গ্যারান্টি। টু গ্লিটার গ্যারান্টি মানে চকচকে বাসন, জীবাণুমুক্ত সারাক্ষণ।
এখন একটি গ্লিটার 500 মিলি ডিশওয়াশিং লিকুইড কিনলে একটি রিফিল পাউচ একদম ফ্রি।
আজীবন গ্লিটারের টুইন লেমন ও অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল ফর্মুলা বাসনকে চকচকে জীবাণুমুক্ত করে।
Value of wickets in hand, the value of a couple of good solid partnerships. The last hitting overs are being wasted by the tail-enders, and this was a well-disguised. The other one, as I said, the Ulta. The wrong way down the wrong line. Value of wickets in hand, the value of befuddled by that length, by that delivery. The last hitting overs are being wasted by the tail-enders, and this was a well-disguised. The other one, as I said, the Ulta.
I think many a time as a player you can sit and you assess how you've gone with bat in hand, and this evening you just have to say really well done from a Pakistan perspective. Well, that's your Tuple T moment. Time for the fans to enjoy cricket with Pakistan's own Tuple T at the Tuple T Lounge. How you've gone with bat in hand, and this evening you just have to say really well done from a Pakistan
Bit of dew around.
Well, that's your Tuple T moment.
Almost approaching winter times here, so day-night games can have a little bit of an issue for the bowlers. This has gone up a mile, and that's gone all the way for 6. Bit of dew around. It sounded great. Almost killed up, almost approaching winter times here, so day-night games can have a little bit of an issue.
He certainly has the ability to clear the fence, does Lungisani Ngidi. He was tempted and he said, I'll have a piece of you, bro.
It sounded great.
Like you've mentioned, the sound of the bat suggested that it was going to go a long way. Oh, I tell you what, the buggy just survived it. He was tempted and he said, I'll have a piece of you, bro. Like you've mentioned, the sound of the bat suggested that it was going to go a long way.
There goes big, appeal for stumping. I think it's probably safely in.
Just survived it.
After 19, 110 for now.
লুক আর ইমপ্রুভ টেস্ট নিয়ে এলো কফি হাউস 3-in-1 মাত্র 10 টাকা।
রাজ বাংলা ব্যাংক সিআরএম এর মাধ্যমে যে কোনো অ্যাকাউন্টে টাকা জমা দিন একদম ফ্রিতে। সিআরএম মেশিনের স্ক্রিনে থাকা কার্ডলেস ডিপোজিটে যান, অ্যাকাউন্ট টাইপ সিলেক্ট করুন, আপনার এনআইডি ও মোবাইল নাম্বার লিখুন।
মাত্র 10 টাকা।
মোবাইলে আসা ওটিপি দিন, 13 সংখ্যার অ্যাকাউন্ট নাম্বার লিখুন, জমাকৃত হিসাবের বিবরণ মিলিয়ে সিআরএম ট্রেতে টাকা রাখুন। টাকার পরিমাণ নিশ্চিত করলেই জমা সম্পূর্ণ হবে। সাথে সাথে মোবাইলে পেয়ে যাবেন কনফার্মেশন এসএমএস। আসা ওটিপি। রাজ বাংলা ব্যাংক, আপনার বিশ্বস্ত সহযোগী। জমাকৃত হিসাবের বিবরণ মিলিয়ে
এই অবস্থায় পড়তে না চাইলে ব্যবহার করুন রেইনবো ড্যাম প্রোটেক্টর।
ইলাস্টোমের ইমার্শন থাকায়
3 for 23. What a strong reply from him. I should have almost forgotten the first game as a bowler. Didn't bowl even a single over. I've been just kind. 3 for 23. But it'll be about South Africa's bowling now.
Yeah, for him, Ashraf, he's another one of those bowlers. He has the knack of picking up wickets. But again, it's about the intensity which he starts up from time to time. Also being criticised by not bringing the intensity, but brilliant this evening, and he's picked himself up a fourth this evening. Maybe in an unfamiliar way, but he's dismissed the final wicket for South Africa to curb South Africa to 110 all-outs in 19.2 overs. Brilliant this evening.
Absolutely superb bowling from Fahim Ashraf. He can have a massive laugh. Once again, a batsman undone by variation of quality. Bit of a body blow. And then the ball shattering the stumps, and South Africa bowled out by Pakistan. Not for the first time that Pakistan have bowled out in opposition. They probably hold a record of bowling out teams in T20Is. 7th time that they've dismissed. 57th time, in fact, that Pakistan have bowled out in opposition in T20Is. Just shows their strength with the ball. But today they were unstoppable. From Rawalpindi to Lahore. Just a gap of a couple of days, and the performance had skyrocketed with the ball.
Yeah, it's been a complete turnaround from the Pakistan team we've seen 2 days ago in Rawalpindi.
From Rawalpindi to Lahore.
But an excellent performance by the bowling unit.
A gap of a couple of
Bowling unit that curbed the strong South African batting lineup. Breeza Hendricks was the first to go with an excellent piece of bowling by Mirza, but it was about the seamers this evening. They've really set the tone and not allowing any of those South African batters to get a start. The only one to hit a couple of maximums was young Devil Brevis, but nothing to speak about for South Africa in the batting lineup. Piece of bowling by Mirza, but it was about the seamers this evening. They've really set the tone and not allowing any of those
Pakistan bowled magnificently. Beautifully set up by Mirza, 3 for 14. Naseem Shah picked up a couple of wickets. Abroad came in handy as well. Fahim Ashraf, 4 for 23. He held his own. Was a star with the ball. Pakistan bowled magnificently. Right, time to go across to Zainab Abbas for an interview. Naseem Shah picked up a couple of wickets.
Well, he's definitely the man of the moment. I'm talking about Salman Mirza. Salman, बहुत अच्छी performance आपने wickets हासिल की. PSL में भी आपकी अच्छी performance रही थी. आज conditions के हिसाब से अच्छा swing भी मिला, तो क्या plan क्या था?
Plans, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह पाक का शुक्र है कि अल्लाह ने ऐसी performance करवाई, और plan सिर्फ simple था कि within the stumps रहेंगे और जिस तरह की wicket behave करेगी उसके अकॉर्डिंग जो है बॉलिंग करेंगे, क्योंकि स्टार्ट में पता लग गया था कि बॉल होल्ड भी हो रहा है और स्पिन भी हो रहा है, तो अकॉर्डिंग टू द पिच और प्लान के बॉलिंग की.
ठीक है. ऑल्सो हमने देखा कि वेरिएशंस भी आपकी तरफ से, कटर भी देखा, स्लोअर में, ये भी सारी जो है आपने नेट्स में प्रैक्टिस की है, मतलब इसको किस तरह से जो है बेहतर किया है अपने स्किल्स को?
ऑब्वियसली आप प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, जो स्किल्स आपके पास हों उसको आप जितनी ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस करेंगे तो आपकी वो निखार आता रहता है और एग्जीक्यूट फिर अच्छा कर सकते हैं.
पावर प्ले में विकेट लेना ऑब्वियसली बहुत ज़रूरी था पाकिस्तान के लिए, एंड दैट्स एन एरिया जहाँ पे अगर पाकिस्तान अच्छा करे तो आगे जो है आसानी हो जाती है. तो उधर बॉलिंग करना और किसी और फेज में जिस तरह मिडिल में बॉलिंग करना, उसमें क्या डिफरेंस है? एडजस्ट कैसे करते हैं एक बॉलर अपनी लाइन लेंथ?
मेरा नहीं ख्याल कि किसी भी बॉलर के लिए मुश्किल होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि आपको किसी भी वक्त जो है कैप्टन यूज़ कर सकते हैं, लेकिन पावर प्ले में अगर बॉलर का दिन अच्छा हो और आपको वहाँ से सपोर्ट मिल रही हो विकेट से, तो पावर प्ले में विकेट्स लेना मेरे ख्याल से थोड़ा ईजी हो जाता है. ऑल्दो किसी दिन आपका बहुत बुरा दिन भी जाता है कि आपको रन लग सकते हैं, लेकिन ऊपर से विकेट्स लेना 50-50 रहता है. अगर आपको सपोर्ट मिले तो विकेट आ जाते हैं.
ओवरऑल कंडीशंस कैसी हैं? लाहौर की टिपिकल विकेट है या कैसे आप कहेंगे, उसको समराइज कैसे करेंगे?
कंडीशन तो थोड़ी सी मैं कहूँगा बॉलिंग फेवर इसलिए क्योंकि बॉल लो भी रह रहा है और होल्ड हो रहा है विकेट में, और अगर उसके अकॉर्डिंग बॉलिंग की जाएगी तो बहुत सपोर्ट मिलेगा.
चलें ठीक है. थैंक यू सो मच सलमान, एंड रियली वेल डन.
थैंक यू.
कंडीशंस कैसी हैं लाहौर की टिपिकल विकेट? All right, then that was Salman Mirza for you. Just talking about the fact that he kept his plans very simple, tried to bowl just within the stumps. Also spoke about how he used his variations to his advantage, the slower one, and overall he's just very pleased with the performance. Said that the ball was keeping low in certain aspects when he talked about these Lahore conditions, and feeling generally confident about the way he's bowled today. Also spoke about how he used his variations.
Thank you, Zainab Abbas. So Pakistan need 111 runs of 20 overs at 5.55 RPO. Should be tough, and win tonight and square the series 1-1. We'll take a break and come back with live cricket very soon. Thank you, Zainab Abbas. So Pakistan need 111 runs of 20 overs at 5.55 RPO. Should be tough, and win tonight and square the series 1-1. We'll take a break and come back with live cricket very soon. Thank you, Zainab Abbas. So Pakistan need 111 runs of 20 overs at 5.55 RPO. Should be tough, and win tonight
ডাচ বাংলা ব্যাংক সিআরএম এর মাধ্যমে যে কোনো অ্যাকাউন্টে টাকা জমা দিন একদম ফ্রিতে। সিআরএম মেশিনের স্ক্রিনে থাকা কার্ডলেস ডিপোজিটে যান, অ্যাকাউন্ট টাইপ সিলেক্ট করুন, আপনার এনআইডি ও মোবাইল নাম্বার লিখুন। মোবাইলে আসা ওটিপি দিন, 13 সংখ্যার অ্যাকাউন্ট নাম্বার লিখুন, জমাকৃত হিসাবের বিবরণ মিলিয়ে সিআরএম ট্রেতে টাকা রাখুন। টাকার পরিমাণ নিশ্চিত করলেই জমা সম্পূর্ণ হবে। সাথে সাথে মোবাইলে পেয়ে যাবেন কনফার্মেশন এসএমএস। মোবাইলে আসা ওটিপি। ডাচ বাংলা ব্যাংক, আপনার বিশ্বস্ত সহযোগী। জমাকৃত হিসাবের বিবরণ মিলিয়ে
এক বোতল পানি দেন।
20 টাকায় 2টা পানি।
আকিস পানি মাত্র 10 টাকা।
প্রকৃতির অমূল্য সম্পদ পানি। এই পানি সাশ্রয়ী মূল্যে পৌঁছে দিতে দক্ষিণ এশিয়ার সবচেয়ে বড় ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার প্ল্যান্টে তৈরি হচ্ছে আকিস ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার। সাশ্রয়ী মূল্যে সবার জন্য বিশুদ্ধ পানি।
আকিস পানি মাত্র 10 টাকা।
লাইফ তো বেড়া দিবেই, নেবেন না নীল মজাদার গোলমার্ক পপস, কুড়মুড়ে বাইতে ফুরফুরে লাইফ।
ওয়াটার প্ল্যান্টে তৈরি হচ্ছে আকিস ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার। সাশ্রয়ী মূল্যে সবার জন্য বিশুদ্ধ পানি।
এক বোতল পানি দেন।
20 টাকায় 2টা পানি।
আকিস পানি মাত্র 10 টাকা।
প্রকৃতির অমূল্য সম্পদ পানি। এই পানি সাশ্রয়ী মূল্যে পৌঁছে দিতে দক্ষিণ এশিয়ার সবচেয়ে বড় ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার প্ল্যান্টে তৈরি হচ্ছে আকিস ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার। সাশ্রয়ী মূল্যে সবার জন্য বিশুদ্ধ পানি।
আকিস পানি মাত্র 10 টাকা।
এত বড় লোকের মেয়ে এই পোলার মধ্যে কি যে পাইলো বুঝি না। সুখ ভাবি সুখ।
বাবার সাথে কেনে না যে
কেনে এত সুখ কোথায় পাবো?
আসল পুরুষের জন্য বানানা ফ্লেভারের প্যান্থা ডটেড কন্ডোম। প্যান্থা, আসল পুরুষ। বাবার সাথে কেনে না যে।
এক বোতল পানি দেন।
20 টাকায় 2টা পানি।
আকিস পানি মাত্র 10 টাকা।
প্রকৃতির অমূল্য সম্পদ পানি। এই পানি সাশ্রয়ী মূল্যে পৌঁছে দিতে দক্ষিণ এশিয়ার সবচেয়ে বড় ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার প্ল্যান্টে তৈরি হচ্ছে আকিস ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার। সাশ্রয়ী মূল্যে সবার জন্য বিশুদ্ধ পানি।
আকিস পানি মাত্র 10
ফুড প্যান্ডায় ডিল নাও পাচ্ছেন 150 টাকা ছাড়।
অমূল্য সম্পদ পানি। এই পানি সাশ্রয়ী মূল্যে পৌঁছে দিতে দক্ষিণ এশিয়ার সবচেয়ে বড় ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার প্ল্যান্টে তৈরি হচ্ছে আকিস ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার। সাশ্রয়ী মূল্যে সবার জন্য বিশুদ্ধ পানি।
আকিস পানি মাত্র 10
ফুড প্যান্ডায় ডিল নাও পাচ্ছেন 150 টাকা ছাড়।
অমূল্য সম্পদ পানি। এই পানি সাশ্রয়ী মূল্যে পৌঁছে দিতে দক্ষিণ এশিয়ার সবচেয়ে বড় ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার প্ল্যান্টে তৈরি হচ্ছে আকিস ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার। সাশ্রয়ী মূল্যে সবার জন্য বিশুদ্ধ পানি।
আকিস পানি মাত্র 10
ফুড প্যান্ডায় ডিল নাও পাচ্ছেন 150 টাকা ছাড়।
অমূল্য সম্পদ পানি। এই পানি সাশ্রয়ী মূল্যে পৌঁছে দিতে দক্ষিণ এশিয়ার সবচেয়ে বড় ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার প্ল্যান্টে তৈরি হচ্ছে আকিস ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার। সাশ্রয়ী মূল্যে সবার জন্য বিশুদ্ধ পানি।
আকিস পানি মাত্র 10
ফুড প্যান্ডায় ডিল নাও পাচ্ছেন 150 টাকা ছাড়।
অমূল্য সম্পদ পানি। এই পানি সাশ্রয়ী মূল্যে পৌঁছে দিতে দক্ষিণ এশিয়ার সবচেয়ে বড় ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার প্ল্যান্টে তৈরি হচ্ছে আকিস ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার। সাশ্রয়ী মূল্যে সবার জন্য বিশুদ্ধ পানি।
আকিস পানি মাত্র 10
ফুড প্যান্ডায় ডিল নাও পাচ্ছেন 150 টাকা ছাড়।
অমূল্য সম্পদ পানি। এই পানি সাশ্রয়ী মূল্যে পৌঁছে দিতে দক্ষিণ এশিয়ার সবচেয়ে বড় ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার প্ল্যান্টে তৈরি হচ্ছে আকিস ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার। সাশ্রয়ী মূল্যে সবার জন্য বিশুদ্ধ